at the ceremonial start. Have you heard Darren Boots in action over the last couple of days on social media? Well, I'll tell you what Darren Boots is going to do. Darren Boots is going to kick things off for us. He's outside the Voodoo Bar. He's the guitar in hand. And take it away, Darren, to start things off.
How you all doing, folks? Thanks a million for having us. We put this song up last Monday, and Jesus, it went a bit crazy over the week, so I haven't played this live, so I'm definitely going to make a balls of it. But anyway, enjoy it, folks. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Thanks a million. Every June, we'll all head for Donegal. 3 days up in the northwest, sure, where could you go wrong? From Fannet Head down to Glen and the stages in between, the practice sites that people are the best you'll ever see. So we'll sing a song for the heroes of our Donegal, Curly, Harry, Vatton and John Lyons and them all. You can travel all around the world from Cork to Senegal. Finer stages you will see than up here in Donegal. Up Donegal! Christmas here in Donegal, it comes round twice a year. We'll head for Letterkenny for the rally cracking beer. If you're gonna win in Donegal, you'll really need your luck. So don't be shy, let her slide and drive her on to. So we'll sing a song for the heroes of our Donegal. McHale, Fisher, Nesbitt, Billy, Coleman and them all. You can travel all around the world from Cork to Senegal. No finer stages you will see than up here in Donegal. Up Donegal! Ho! Magic here in the hills and the people that you meet as you head up round Knockalla on the edge of your seat. Well, they say up here it's different in the hills of Donegal, and we'll raise a glass at the finish ramp in memory of you all. So we'll sing a song for the heroes of our Donegal, the Moffetts, Eugene Donnelly, Gary Jennings and them all. You can travel all around the world from Cork to Senegal. No finer stages you will see than up here in Donegal. So we'll sing a song for the heroes of our Donegal, Cullen, Boyle, Nesbitt, Manus, Kelly and them all. You can travel all around the world from Cork to Senegal. No finer stages you will see than up here in Donegal. No better people you will meet than us here in Donegal. Thank you very much, everybody.
Brilliant stuff indeed. The wonderful Darren Boots, who actually has to nip off now because he's playing at a wedding somewhere else in the county. So I appreciate Darren coming over to do the Donegal Rally song for us. Great to have him here in the ceremonial start as we kick things off in 2023. By the way, did you all see the classic cars on the way down, just up outside the Four Lanterns there? Some fantastic cars. There's a GT there, a couple of Opel Mantas, and there's also a lovely little Nova. They reckon there's about €250,000 worth of cars sitting up there between Four Lanterns and further on up to the market centre. So delighted that the guys from the Vintage Club could bring their vehicles along for you to see them this evening. So then, we will of course be talking to all the drivers shortly as they come down here to our blow-up sign. By the way, give a big round of applause to the marshals over the last half an hour that have done their best to get the sign back in action again after the slight incident we had with the van. So well done, guys. Super job. Right. I see a man is getting himself organised. He's at a Mark II Escort. And I think we'll have another tune. Do you know a guy called John Dolan by any chance, do you? Yeah? Well, he's part of Off the Cuff, Half the Cuff, Over the Cuff, A Ten a Cuff, Hugo in the Cuff. They've got very different, they've got a whole lot of different names. John's got his fiddle with him. John, what about a wee tune? Yeah, go ahead, take it away. With a fiddle tune there to keep you entertained. Okay, we're just going to ask everybody who is on the street, okay, beside the rally cars, if you don't have an official bib, to make your way off the street to get behind the barriers, up on the curb, everybody on the footpath, okay, because we can't move the cars unless we've got the street cleared. So just officials and doctors are the only ones allowed on the street, so if everybody else wants to just move away, and then we'll be able to bring the cars down here to the start of the ceremonial start. And the first man down, the first crew down, of course, will be the defending champions. Josh Moffett and Andy Hayes will be first down. So once again, for those further up the street, if you can hear me, if you just clear the street, please. And only officials and drivers and crews to be on the main street. All children and everybody else off the street behind the barriers or onto the footpaths. Thank you. So to get the cars down, what we'll do, John, if you can hear me, John, maybe another tune, yeah? Okay.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. But it's all you never saw him in trouble with the law since the day he was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. If someday the mountain might get him, but the law never will. Making the way, the only way we know how. Hell, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. On guitar, PJ. Johnny Dolan. I'm just a good old boy. You know my mama loves me. Yet you don't understand and keep it showing my hands and not my face on TV. Yeah, straightening the curves, it's flapping the hill. Yeah, someday the might get 'em, but the Lord never will. You're making our way, the only way we know how. And that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yep. You know, boy, I wouldn't change if I could. Riding the system like two-letter-day Robin Hoods. Yeah, we're straightening the curves, backing the hills. Well, someday the might get 'em, but the Lord never will. You're making our way, the only way we know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yeah, we're making our way, the only way we know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. That was John Dolan with another one. John, we'll just have a quick word here because we've got the new mayor of the Letterkenny and Milford Municipal District who have joined us today. We all know Kevin, of course, as the bread man, the milk man, the rally man, and now he's the mayor man. First of all, congratulations, Kevin.
Thank you very much, Josie.
You're looking at all these cars. Is there a wee notion or a wee itch in there to get in behind the wheel?
Does I can see them get dizzy here just. Brilliant day to see it. Good to see the rally going. The weather, great. Wish everybody all the luck, all the competitors.
It's going to be a big weekend, isn't it?
Big weekend for the county.
You're going to enjoy every minute of it.
Every minute of it. This is our Christmas.
Good stuff. Well, good to see you here, Kevin. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the weekend. I will also talk to Eamonn McGee, who is the clerk of the course. Eamonn, if you just want to join us here. We're standing beside Josh Moffett and Andy Hayes, Hyundai i20. We're nearly there, just a couple of hours to go now. We'll get on the stages tomorrow morning, so we will, Eamonn. But all the hard work's done now, is it?
Well, we have all done anyway, but hopefully tomorrow we'll have a start off at 12 o'clock in Donegal Town, and we hope to get these boys on the stages. And good luck to everybody that's going out there.
What's the message now from yourself and your team for the competitors, and the message as well to those that are out spectating?
Well, mostly the spectators, they just keep it. Watch yourselves on the road and stay safe, and stay safe on the stages as well. And if the marshals want you to move, please obey by the marshals. That's all I can do.
And obviously, tomorrow has changed for all these drivers. There's a level playing field. We're going to the south of the county, and it seemed to be very much welcomed by the competitors. So it is, Eamonn.
I think so. Why they're very good stages. They're tricky stages, you know. And these lads here, you know, some of them, the last time they ran maybe 2012. So I think hopefully that they'll take to them anyway, and they said there's time to be made of them. I'll just wait and see.
Good to see a good crowd here. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Very much so, very much so. It's good atmosphere here. Thank you very much, sir.
Listen, we wish you and your team all the very best this weekend.
Right, thank you.
Give him a big round of applause. That's the man that organises the whole thing, and he's a very important team, of course, alongside him as well. Eamonn McGee is the clerk of the course.
Yes, kids.
Okay. We'll just give it a wee bit of volume, John. So once again, we'll be talking to the drivers in just a few moments' time. And I'll give you a quick, I suppose, run over what is happening now in the coming days. We have to go to south of the county to the Donegal town area tomorrow afternoon. just after 12, the first car is due in Donegal Bay. Then there's stages outside Ballantrae and also outside Lahi. There's 6 stages taking place tomorrow, with service after the 6th stage at around 4:15 on the old main road, if you know it, outside Abbott's. And then from there, they will be making their way back to Park Fermy, where they're due in around about 7 o'clock. There's 8 stages to come on Saturday. Cairnhill, Gary Gort and Knockalla. Cairnhill and Gary Gort are being done twice. The first car due round about 9:35 on Cairnhill. Knockalla's going to be done twice. The other cars have been done, the other stages rather, have been done 3 times. And they'll be due back in after 6 o'clock again to Letterkenny. And then 6 further stages, of course, to come as well on Sunday, starting after 11, just before 12 o'clock, Glen, Atlantic Drive, and we're going to finish back in Fannet, on Fannet Head. A stage, if we reflect back on, of course, to 2016, where the great Manus Kelly, the King of the Hills in Donegal, who passed away in 2019, won his first of 3 in a row alongside Donald Barrett. That was outside Port Salin in 2016, and that started a brilliant journey for Manus and Donald in that S12B as they took victory 3 times in a row, right up to the 3rd in 2018, and then unfortunately we had Manus passing in 2019. And if we think back to that year as well, we had 2 other great men from the sport who were here in Donegal, Craig Breen and Ken Block, and unfortunately both men passing away over the course of the last 12 months. 3 big names from that year who sadly are no longer with us. So if you give us about a minute or so, we'll be talking to the drivers who will be heading away here actually from the start to the driver's briefing, which has changed. So just to remind you that there's a slight change for 2023. The driver's briefing is tonight at 9 o'clock in the Mount Errigal Hotel, not the Ingrenon Theatre, as was the traditional start to the event on the Friday. Apologies, it is in the Greenon tonight. It's not taking place tomorrow, Friday. They're just going to leave Park Fermy tomorrow morning and head straight to the south of the county for the stages. Okay, we welcome our listeners as well to Highland Radio, who have joined us live this evening here at the ceremonial start on the lower Main Street in Letterkenny, outside the Voodoo Venue and Gasworks nightclub. There's a fantastic crowd here. It's got a wee bit overcast, a wee bit cloudy, but thankfully there's going to be no rain. But it's lovely and warm, and it's a fantastic evening now to get things underway for the 2023 Woolton Recycling Donegal International Rally. We have all the leading crews here, and we're going to start speaking to them. First up is going to be, of course, the defending champions, Josh Moffett and Andy Hayes. And we asked Josh maybe to come round this side of the car. Give this man a big round of applause. He's back in Donegal to defend his title. Josh, I spoke to you earlier in the week on Highland, and we talked about having number 1 on the car, something that you're very familiar to, given the fact that you've won the championship, Tarmac and National. Now you're leading again, so it's nothing new, but it's new here in Donegal. What's the feeling like tonight?
Yeah, I suppose we're relaxed enough this evening. I suppose that feeling's going to probably change a lot in the morning, but yeah, look, we're looking forward to the weekend ahead. It's going to be a good one.
Is there any pressure at all on you, given that all these boys are going to be hunting you down as from the get-go tomorrow?
It's hard to know at this stage, but probably there could be a bit of pressure whenever we look at the results at the end of stage 1. But yeah, look, we'll just take it on our stride and push on whenever we're comfortable.
But you know yourself, this is a long 3 days and anything can happen.
Yeah, it sure is, and yeah, look, to win the rally, you have to be there at the end of it. So, yeah, look, we'll probably keep that in mind to a certain degree, but we don't want to be too far away at any stage, so we'll have to push on.
In a preview earlier today on Highland, I called you Mr. Consistent, because you're always picking up points at events, and when you see that, it accumulates into championships, which happened last year, and now you're back in front in the Tarmac and the National.
Yeah, definitely this year's been going good for us, so yeah, look, hopefully we can continue it on, and yeah, another good result this weekend would mean a lot for the championship.
What are you really looking forward to this weekend in Donegal?
Winning the rally, but yeah, look, that's not going to be an easy thing. But Yeah, look, we're 3 days of great rallying, and the competition's mighty there behind us. So, yeah, just looking forward to it in general.
I come around and join us just here, Andy. I got a quick word with you as well. What's it like for you, Andy, coming now to Donegal as the defending champion, the top navigator from last year, and now you're going to go to defend this title?
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It's a year already. I suppose we got kind of lucky in the end last year. Everyone else had trouble, we didn't. So hopefully a bit of luck again this year, and we'll try and do it all over again.
You're quite happy and quite comfortable this year, aren't you, so far?
Yeah, going well so far. Probably not as well as last year, right? We're a little bit further behind than we were last year, but still, Josh is driving well. Good result in Cavan, so I'll be hoping that it should stand as well.
What are you looking to forward the most here in Donegal?
Voodoo on Sunday night.
Very good. Well, listen, Andy, good to have you here. Good to have you back, and wish you the very, very best of luck as well. So we're going to get the car fired up and get her moved, because we've got quite a few other drivers to talk to here at the ceremonial start. Give these guys a big round of applause again. The defending champions, number 1 on the car. They'll be number 1 on the road tomorrow as they head to the south of the county in Donegal Bay. Get Callum Devine. Take his car down. He's smiling, so he is. Callum's always smiling. The dairyman who loves to spend time in Donegal. Noel Sullivan, of course, is co-driver. Good man, Callum. Put the handbrake on her there, and out you come. Callum Devine, he's got 2 wins so far in the Tarmac series, and they were in recent rounds as well. Would you see yourself as one of the 4 men coming in?
Hope so. I hope so. No, look, hey, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, a good result here this weekend would be good for our championship as well. No, Josh says that too, but it's good for everybody, isn't it?
Any nerves?
No, not at the minute, hey, but I'm sure the morning the nerves start to creep in. But yeah, once we get on to the first stage and get to the end, the big on, get on with it again.
You were actually leading this event last year on the Saturday. I don't want to bring up any bad memories or anything, but have you learned of those previous experiences, Donegal, Callum?
Yeah, well, that was the first experience. Now we led it from the first stage to stage 15, I think it was last year. So, yeah, look, small mistake on our end. We were out. So, yeah, look, we have to be thereabouts. Anyway, come to day 3. Anyway, that's the main objective.
What would it mean to you if you were to win Donegal?
A big dream come true, for me, because look, it's the rally I've been going to since I was no height. So, yeah, it's a bit of one, wouldn't it?
Well, listen, we wish you the very best. Give him a round of applause, Callum Devine, and his navigator over there is phone conversation with a previous Donegal winner of the National, Damien Gallagher. Noel O'Sullivan, Callum Devine, wish you the very best of luck this weekend. Okay, up next, we've got the Welsh contingent who've joined us. Marianne Evans and Jonathan Jackson. And another of the GT Polos. We're live here in Highland on the Score programme tonight as well. So as Callum leaves us, we're going to be joined now by Marianne Evans. And also the likes of Sam Moffett, Matt Edwards, Robert Barrable, Gary Jennings, Johnny Greer, Desi Henry, Declan Boyle are all the top 10. So once again, Callum Devine will be seen as one of the contenders. So next up, we've got Marianne Evans. And Jonathan Jackson. Marianne, if you want to step out and join me. He, of course, is in the Polo GTI R5. And you can watch this as well tonight on the Highland Radio social media channels and on the Donegal International Rally channel as well. Marianne, delighted to have you back. Good to see you.
Good to be back. Always nice to be back in Donegal.
Are you excited about this event?
Yeah, always. Always nice to be back. It's a special event. I have a lot of good memories here. So, it'd be nice to get going again. The stages tomorrow are very tricky, quite different to what we're used to here in Donegal. But, it'd be nice to get through it and then get cracking on.
Is this event an event that you feel you can win, Marianne?
We're going to try, I suppose. Everyone kind of in this top 5, top 10 maybe are here to win. But, it's going to be tough because I think all the boys, they have the prep done. Josh and Callum are doing a national championship as well, which is helping them along. But we didn't have a great run in Killarney. But I guess the good thing about us is every rally we've been to this year, we've been pretty much close to the front. So we're hopeful anyway.
Yeah, it's a long weekend, and as you know, anything can happen here in Donegal. So.
Yeah, I know. I said to Rory Kennedy on a Saturday last year then that not a lot had happened, and he said, "Don't you worry, it'll come," and all hell broke loose on Sunday. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, listen, the very best of luck to you, Marianne, and indeed your co-driver as well, Jonathan Jackson. Good luck and have a safe and good weekend in Donegal. Give him a round of applause, Marianne Evans of the famous Evans Motorsport family. We'll be looking at another of the cars shortly. Matt Edwards. Of the guys, maybe just let him move on down. So then, up next, we've got a former two-time winner of Donegal. He's a man that knows what it takes to win here in Donegal. Another of the Moffett family. And believe it or not, it's 10 years since this man won his first Donegal back in 2013. He was the 2019 winner, a two-time winner. We'll turn around this time because there's the camera up there that's keeping an eye on us as well. What's it like for you? You're an old hand now at this stage with Donegals.
You're definitely making me feel old anyway. Yeah, 10 years ago is a long time, and there's a lot of young blood around us here, and they're hungry for it. So, yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a good weekend.
And can you win Donegal this year? Can you mix it with all these boys in front of you and these guys that are chasing you?
Well, I believe I can. Whether I can or not is another thing, but I believe I can. It's going to take me to get started at the start and just get in gear and try and commit from the start. My seat time's not there like maybe some of the other drivers, but we definitely know the roads around here, really enjoy it, and Friday's a clean slate for everyone. Hopefully we can get out of there not too far away and get into a few more stages we know.
Is Car good enough to win?
Car's good enough to win. Whether I am's another story, but we'll definitely give it a good go.
What stages do you look forward to the most in Donegal? Because you've been around quite a few of them, and if we go back to one of the years, was it 2019 in Glen, where she was in two wheels or one wheel at one stage? Yeah?
Oh, that was 17. Yeah, I suppose Cornhill, or Garton. At the Garton would be my favourite stage there. And then Knockalla have had some very good times over the years, so I suppose they'd be the two I'd be really going for. Yeah, that'll be really the two standout ones, I suppose. I like them all, but they're the two standout.
I'm going to make a prediction. I reckon you're going to lay a marker down the first one for all these young boys around you.
That's what I need to do anyway, so hopefully you're right.
Okay, listen, give him a round of applause. Sam Moffett, Keith Moriarty, car number 4 in the Hyundai. Of course, the Moffett brothers in Hyundais looking to make a stamp on Donegal. Up next, car number 5. We are delighted to have him back. As Sam Moffett makes a bit of noise behind us. This is another of the Polos. We've got a man from across the water returning. This is his second time to do Donegal. Matt Edwards, good to see you. You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Good to be back.
How excited are you this time round?
Same as before, same as last time really. We're here to have a good go at it, and obviously enjoy the stages. It's a lot of hard work to get here, and a lot of people have come together again to help us make the start. So, we're just looking forward to a good weekend in Donegal.
Listen, your weekend was going good up until the Sunday last year, so you've now got a bit of knowledge of Donegal where you had no knowledge whatsoever going in last year. So how dangerous a threat does that make you to these other boys?
Well, they say a bit of knowledge is dangerous, don't they? No, it goes. We go into a few stages this year with a bit of a known quantity. We know a bit more about the car than we did last year, and myself and David done a few more events together. So I think all in all, there's a bit more we know about the area, and that's so it can only help.
You're coming here to win, are you?
Yeah, we've not put all the effort into to just turn up. It's a great rally to come and do anyway, but after coming so close last year and having such a good run with Callum and the boys, it's rude not to try and come back.
And I know it's an emotional year for David. We talked about some of the great rally drivers that have passed earlier on in the ceremonial start, and we remember his sister Sarah, who passed away earlier this year, and there's no doubt that Sarah will be sitting on the shoulder of you guys this weekend. And fingers crossed we'll see you at the finish ramp on Sunday, and you'll be able to complete your first Donegal International.
Yeah, that's the plan. You know, like I said, there's a lot of people coming together, and it was, you know, the family's wish that we came and did it. So, you know, there's a lot of underlying, you know, methods of why we're here. So, you know, a lot to do, a lot of work to put in, but you know, we're up to the task, and you know, we're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on day one. Okay, we'll talk to you later on. Matt Edwards, folks, give him a big round of applause. Delighted to have him back. David sitting in there as well, David Moynihan. Okay, up next, a man that's having a right cut at the championship. Robert Barrabell's up next in the first of the Citrons. And Niall Burns, we're going to start calling Niall a Donegal man because he's living here now. And he's hoping for a big performance on what will be seen as now one of his home events. Sorry, it's actually Gordon Noble, apologies. Niall Burns is to come later on. The veteran Gordon Noble is sitting alongside Robert Barrabell. Robert, I'll give you a new navigator there for a second, so it did. But anyway, listen, you're here in the Citron. What can Robert Barrabell, Gordon Noble and the Citron do in Donegal? What's the plan?
I think our plan is the same as probably everybody else's. It's just go as quick as we can and try and get into a rhythm good and early and see where that puts us in this pecking order, and then kind of see what way the weather pans out for the rest of the weekend.
What's the year been like so far? What's your prep been like for Donegal? Are you finding any sort of form going on here? Would you be happy with where you're sitting at the minute?
Yeah, I think we finished off Killarney in relatively good pace, so if we can start this rally on that, I don't think it'll be a million miles away. Although the belts do get a bit notched up a bit more for Donegal, and we wouldn't have that massive amount of experience in the Saturdays. I've never done the Sunday stages, so we have a little bit of a handicap there. But here, listen, at the end of the day, we've done a good recce, so we're looking forward to it.
You're coming in under the radar here, are you? Are you the dark horse?
Slipping in the back door.
Well, listen, have a safe event. Hopefully see you back at the finish line on Sunday. The very best luck to you. And of course, Gordon Noble, the man that's done Donegal umpteen times. He's nearly been around as long as the rally. Good luck, Gordy. Well, the weekend over the 3 days. And up next, we're going to be joined by the sponsor of the event. His first year on board. The new title of the rally is, of course, the Wilton Recycling Donegal Rally Ireland 2023 to give its proper title. We've got all the Wilton men alongside us. And you see, I'll step over this side. It's the first of the right-hand drive cars. Rodney, you're welcome. Good to see you.
Thanks very much.
Listen, you've got the escort out here, so you've got number 47 on the door. It's a big event for you, the main sponsor and competing.
Yeah, huge event, and great to be part of it, you know.
When the opportunity arose to be part of this international, was it something that you jumped on very quickly?
Yeah, didn't really have to think twice about it, really. You know, if you think Donegal's only ever had 3 sponsors before me, so for me to be the 4th sponsor is really a highlight of my business career anyway.
Does it make you proud when you come into Letterkenny today and you see all the banners and your company and your names alongside such, I suppose, a world-famous logo?
Definitely so. Like, if you come in and you weren't proud, there's something wrong, you know. So, you know, Donegal Motor Club has done a lot for me, and to see them around the county is fantastic.
And listen, what can you do in this Mark II over the weekend?
Try and keep it between the hedges, that'd be first. We'll take it from there. It's 10 years since I competed in Donegal, and I think it's got a bit faster since that.
What was the performances like back then for you?
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I was 2nd one year, 3rd another year, 4th another year, and I didn't get any better from there.
We'll give your navigator a mention. Conor McMahon's on board with you as well.
Yeah, Conor, he's been on board. I can go nowhere without him, so I can't. But yeah, we've been a team this last, 15 years, almost since I started. So we click well together, and whatever goes wrong on the day, we'll blame each other. So
you're excited about this?
Very excited, yeah, exactly.
I wish you a safe rally and enjoy the weekend because it's a big one for you. Good to see you here at the ceremonial start. Thanks, Rod.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Give him a big round of applause. Rodney Wilton, the man who has decided to invest money in the Donegal International Rally. He's going to compete as well. And we wish him every success this weekend. We're going to stay on this side of the road because we've got another of the right-wheel drive cars in Gary Jennings alongside Rory Kennedy. These two boys know a thing or two about winning Donegal International rallies. Gary has two, 2012 and 2015, is it, Gary? Rory's got 4. And you got a new car as well this year, so you have Gary. So are you all set for another Donegal?
Yeah, I can't wait to get going now. It's been some people don't realise it's been a long week or 10 days now getting ready for it. So yeah, tomorrow morning it's Christmas Day again. It goes on hopefully for 3 days.
You won the Tour of the Sperrin, so obviously things over the last couple of months have been going your way. Can you mix it now with all these other boys?
Yeah, well, I must thank all my sponsors and C&M Motorsport, Noma, who own this car and give me the chance to have the most modern Fiesta, most modern Ford there is, and thanks to M-Sport for all their upgrades. And yeah, I feel very confident in the car, and I'm enjoying the sport again, and it just goes to show in the Sperrins we could put up again the reigning Northern Ireland champion and beat them. So yeah, probably maybe anything can happen this weekend.
I'm looking for Rory here behind me. Where did he go? I think he's over signing autographs. Come on over, Rory. I'll talk to you. You're a 4-time champion, of course, on this event, and has won it with Gary. Rory, good to see you at the ceremonial start here. What's the excitement like now?
Well, the excitement's building, as you can tell. It's fantastic to see this tonight here in Letterkenny. It's really what the Donegal Rally is all about, and fair play to everybody come out. And it's it's a real festival all week, so it's a great way to get it off the ground.
Will you sleep tonight, really?
Oh, no bother sleeping tonight. Once we get the hammer down tomorrow, we'll see what the story is.
And listen, I know that the cup is named after your dad, and the winners get the Jim Kennedy Memorial Cup. Excuse me. Can you guys lift that again on Sunday?
Well, I can assure you one thing, Oisin, we'll be giving it our best shot and trying our best, but as you well know, Donegal Rally is a very hard rally to win, and there's plenty of other boys going to be trying to do the same thing as us, but we'll give it our best shot.
Okay, the best of luck with it. Rory Kennedy and Gary Jennings, former winners of the Donegal International, and try another one. So just going to get a quick picture, okay? We'll bring the rest of the cars down closer to the start sign here. Up next, we're going to have Desi Henry, or looking up, Johnny Greer does actually. Johnny Greer is going to join us from County Down. And Johnny Greer is Niall Burns, a Sligo man who's now a Donegal man on board. Okay, we're just moving the cars, and up next we're going to... That would sound nice on the radio, I bet you. That's Gary Jennings leaving us. Okay, one out here, Johnny Greer. Niall Burns on board. And in the Citroen. So, Johnny, number 8 in the door. Will you be number 1 come the end of the weekend?
If a miracle happened, yes, maybe. But yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. We sort of didn't get that far in Killarney, so we're way behind the game on it. So, but yeah, we'll give it a good shot tomorrow, see how we get on, and just go from there. Long events, so we'll just bet ourselves in and see what happens.
What are you really looking forward to in Donegal?
I'm actually the new stages tomorrow. Actually, are probably I'm looking forward to getting into them. You know, I think it's a new challenge for everybody, so that's always good. Obviously, the classics come further in the weekend, but I'm looking forward to the new stages, see what they're like.
Calling this man a Donegal man now because he's living not too far down the road. He's Mr. Reliable on beside you.
Yeah, I think he's adopted Donegal now, I think. So, yeah, that's great. I mean, even during the recce, it's good to have someone with so much local knowledge around the place. So, yeah, it's sort of said maybe some of the states get Niall to drive because he knows him better than I do. So.
You'll not be walking the dog this weekend, so long as you'll be too busy rallying. Listen, the best of luck with it, Johnny and Niall.
Right, thank you.
There you go, that's Johnny Greer and Niall Burns. So that's another of the Citroens. And we've got another Citroen with car number 9. This is a dairyman, Desi Henry. And another of the Citroens, one out here, Desi. And he's got a Donegal man with a bit of local knowledge sitting alongside him in the form of Paddy Robinson. Desi, how are you keeping here just a day out from the start now of the event?
Yeah, couldn't be bad now, sitting there at Kenny this evening. Hopefully the weather stays the way it's been, but it's not looking like it is with the forecast. So it'll make things tricky. It's a tricky rally as is, but the weather will play a big part in it.
What do you like? Do you like the dry stuff, or are you a fan of the wet when it happens?
Hey, I don't mind. I suppose when you're out in competition, everybody's the same. So look, it's always nice if it stays dry. It's a bit more predictable. But look, it is what it is, and we'll just have to live with it.
Yeah, what do you want out of the weekend?
Well, we've never finished Donegal Rally for a start. I think we've started it 5 times, never finished it for one reason or another. So look, we'll try and get to the end, but look, we'll be pushing to try and get on the podium now.
Well, the best of luck to you and Paddy this weekend. There you go from County Derry. Good man, Paddy. The best of luck, Paddy Robinson and Desi Henry. Okay, we're going to have a bit of a blockade here now because Gary Jennings is signing autographs. We'll just bring another of the local men down. Up next, car number 10 is going to be Declan Boyle. Declan, of course, winner in 2014 alongside his cousin Brian Boyle in the Subaru Impreza S12B. A car, of course, that also won with Tim McNulty in Donegal as well. But Declan has been through a couple of different cars over the last number of years, from R5 Fiestas to Polos, and now he's sitting in a Citroen. So he is from Letchermagaport, Paddy Walsh, sitting alongside a man that's very experienced when it comes to rallying. We're just going to get a few of the cars moved. Off goes Desi Henry. Come on ahead, Declan. Down underneath the stand here. As I said, a former winner of this event in 2014 in the Subaru. Come on out here. Declan, good to see you.
How you get on? Long time no see.
Long time no see is right. How are you feeling now ahead of this one?
Not bad, not bad. No, looking forward to be fair. With this new car, trying to get bed in. We had a wee run out in Cavan, and so it'll be good to get bed in now tomorrow again.
How do you find the Citroen? Is it a big change from the Fiesta and the Polos that you were driving previously?
No, to be fair, there's not much difference in a whole lot of them. I like the gear ratio in this one. It seems to be, you know, the torque through the gears there, and you can take what the torque you can take, you know, an odd corner here and there, a higher gear. So it seems and feels, but you know yourself, you have to contest all you like, but against the boys is the one.
Are you comfortable in the car now getting into Donegal?
I am, to be fair. Yes, I'm happy with it. Yep, I know the first stage there tomorrow is tricky enough, but you know, at the end of the day, we just have to get bed in and get around that one.
Okay, what do you want to achieve out of the weekend, Declan?
I'd like to get a nice, decent finish. Last year we fell into 4th. It's a long rally, it's a 3-day event, and it's just hard to know how to approach Donegal. But you know, from the past and from what we know, we just attack it from the word go, and it is what it is after that.
So enjoy the weekend. We'll be speaking to you out the stages.
Thank you. Thanks, Dodgy.
Give a big round of applause. Another local drivers, Declan Boyle, and we have got Patrick Walsh alongside him. Watch out for number 10, the Citroen R5. Right, car number 11 is another former winner of the event. Come on down this way, Gareth. Oh, we have to step over to the other side of the road because he's right-hand drive as well. Another of the Volkswagen Polos. This is a very experienced crew when it comes to Donegal. Look at the legend of Brian Murphy sitting on one side. And we've got another former winner of this event. We talked about Austin for years, and then young Gareth came on the scene and decided to win Donegal. And you're back again, Gareth. What year was the last that you won Donegal?
The last time Usheen we did Donegal, or we won Donegal, was 2010, and 2009, 2010. So we won it 2 years in the trot there. But yeah, it's been a good while ago, and there's plenty of water under the bridge now. But delighted to be back, and it's great to see the crowds and all here. So it's just Donegal is where it's happening.
Yeah. Donegal is special for the McHale family, isn't it?
100%. You know, we're just up there. We're talking to Seamus McGonigle there, and going back to 1983 with him and Vincent Bonner and that with Dad, and no, definitely Donegal is special.
Wasn't telling any lies there, was it?
Ah, a few. You know him.
Listen, it's a big event. Looks like we're going to have the weather. It's going to be mixed, but mainly dry and sunny, which is going to make for exciting rallying action here in Donegal. What do you want out of the weekend, Gareth?
We just try and drive as best as we can and enjoy the stages. The stages are fantastic as usual, and Donegal always shows up surprises, so I wouldn't be counting anybody out, and that's for sure.
Well, listen, have a good rally, have a safe one. We'll talk to you on Sunday. Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Oisin.
There you go. That's Gareth McHale alongside him, Brian Murphy. Delighted to have. I don't know if Gareth would be like calling some of the old guard, but it's good to see them back in Donegal, and they're going to be in that polo. Watch out for car number 11. So we're going to skip round to the other side of the road for a left-hand drive Fiesta, and it's another of the local men. Joseph McGonigle and Kieran Guinea are joining us now at the start. Yeah, come on ahead, Joe. I'll not keep you too long.
Anyway, doesn't look like we're going anywhere anyway.
Gary Jennings probably still has the street blocked up down there, but listen, here we are. This is your home event. This is the big one. This is the one you look forward to every year. Now we're just less than a day out from the start of it. What's the feeling like for you?
Looking forward to it. Kind of know we're going to be warm this weekend, but it definitely beats the rain.
And obviously Kieran, the man alongside you, Mr. Steady Eddie.
Kieran's one of the best in the business. I'm lucky to have him. It's great too now he's back living in Donegal, getting the full Donegal experience living at home.
Where would you like to finish this weekend? What's the target for you?
We'll be hoping for a top 6. We've kind of had a rough few years with issues in the Fridays and stuff, but our best result would have been a 7th a long time ago on a much slower car, so we can hope.
But listen, have a good rally. All right, Joseph McGonigle there from Muff. Kieran Guinea, we'll call him a Donegal man now at this stage. Sitting on board calling the notes. We've got another local crew up next and another of the Citroens. We're of course live on the Score programme Highland on a Thursday night here from the main street in Letterkenny for the ceremonial start outside the Voodoo venue, who have joined Highland on board to bring you coverage of this event. Wall-to-wall coverage right across the weekend. Up next, David Kelly and Dean O'Sullivan and the Citroen C3. And the Donegal men are coming thick and fast now, so they are. It's the home event, David, and it's heading to the south of the county, somewhere you know well.
Aye, look, it's heading over to Donegal tomorrow, so look, we're looking forward to getting to tack the stages over there. So,
is it going to be on the full throttle for you tomorrow, given that it's down there in the south of the county, and you want to make a statement in the home patch?
Oh, we're going to have to get a happy medium. We're going to have to go fast, but we're going to have to go out tomorrow evening as well. That's the plan. So, but look, there's no slouches here, so we're going to have to keep our heads up.
What's been your best finish in Donegal?
Last year we were 8th overall, so look, we'll be hoping to better that this year, but it's good.
Okay, well, the best of luck with it, David.
Thanks very much.
There you go, that's David Kelly, Dean O'Sullivan. We're going to rattle through these guys now because there is a driver's briefing in the theatre to take place at 9 o'clock and we don't want to be holding them back. Another of the Boyle family has joined us. Michael Boyle in a Volkswagen Polo. And Dermot McCafferty is the man on board. Michael Boyle is up next, running the same colour scheme, of course, as Dad Declan in the Citroen. I'm going to have to say hello to you, Michael. Out you step. What can this Polo of yours do over the weekend, Michael?
Hopefully now it'll do as good anyway. It's a good car, so just still trying to learn it. Only a couple of events in it, so go from there.
So is the target just to get to the finish then and have a good run on your home patch with no issues?
Well, hopefully a good, clean, steady run, no issues is always a big thing. But yeah, we would like to try and push it as far as we can too at the same time.
You looking forward to tomorrow?
Forward to tomorrow, new territory for everyone. First stage there is a bit tricky, but here it's the same for everybody, so just need to get through it.
Have a safe one, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, Michael Boyle. Another Litcher Mega Award man, competing in the Polo, looking for a good steady run and a good finish. And once again, we have our new mayor here from the Letterkenny and Milford Municipal District, Kevin Bradley, who's here wishing everyone a safe rally. Jason Mitchell and Paddy McCronin. It's a County Tyrone / Donegal partnership. Get McCronin to hold the handbrake on her there, Jason. Well, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, looking forward to it now. Just trying to work out here what way we're going to go at this tomorrow. But
what way are you going to go at it?
I'll say I'll have to behave myself for a while. I know, do I see? That seems to be one or the other with us a bit. But no, look, get out and try and get through it a bit. But we do want to try and get a bit more pace, so we do. So we're going to have to take a few more chances. So we'll see what happens.
How have you done fared out before in Donegal?
We lost 7 minutes in the first stage last year, so we drove through it and got the experience of it. So this year now we're going on the Saturday and Sunday stages with knowledge, which is a first for us. So looking forward to doing that. So, but the important thing is to get through tomorrow to get to see them. So I suppose we'll have to behave ourselves a bit.
And get through Saturday and get through Sunday. We'll see you at the finish round, Jason.
Hope so. Good luck.
Best of luck, Paddy. There you go, Paddy McCrudden, and that's Jason Mitchell. And another of the polos. Up next, car number 16. Where have we got to go around the other way? This is Ryan Loughran. He's another of the right-hand drive cars. Ryan Loughran. And he's got a Donegal man on side, Gareth Doherty. So, Ryan, you looking forward to this?
Aye, are. Obviously, it's our first time here now in an R5 car, so I'm really looking forward to it.
What's the experience been like in an R5 this year for you? Have you driven many of them, or just decided to take her out of the shed?
The experience hasn't been good now. I done the circuit in one and only got about 4 or 5 stages when we slid into the shock, so the experience is left.
And listen, obviously you've got your motorsport team with you here, and you're looking after several cars. How many cars are you looking after this weekend?
I don't even know. I've lost count now at this stage.
Well, listen, you must have a good team around you to look after them, and you can focus on the rallying.
Aye, all it is good when you've good lads around you. You can leave them to do the job, and I can get on with my job then.
Safe one to you and Gareth, okay?
No bother, thanks.
There you go, Ryan Loughran. Have a good one.
2.
And an R5. Going to the other side again. So no Gestas. And car number 63. Is Gareth Mina and JB McKierney. Sorry, Gareth, I just should have looked at the side of the door. So, Gareth, what's the feeling like now ahead of these stages tomorrow?
Hi, grand. Hey, this is our first time here, so we're just going to take it as it comes and build it over the weekend. So, we're looking forward to it. How would you not? Crowds about here on a Thursday night, it's unreal.
Have you been here to Donegal before spectating, have you?
Used to get off every Friday, every year, so this is something different and I can't wait, to be honest.
This is the dream, isn't it?
This is it. Childhood dream. Yeah.
Enjoy every minute of it.
Come on, cheers.
There you go, that's Gareth.
Oisin, James Cullen there is mad to get talking to you.
Oh, I'm on you over beside me, James. Right, who would we have next? Oh, we've got another of the polos. Aidan Ray. He's not too far from Donegal. He's got himself a new car this year. Aidan, of course, was in the Group N Mitsubishi for a long time, and he used to be setting stunning times over the likes of Garton. There has been online videos of it. Can the polo go just as hard, can it?
Jeez, I hope so, Ashton, hope so.
What do you want out of Donegal this time, Aidan?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, we'll start off tomorrow morning and just try and find our feet from the first loop anyway, and see how we go. I only got this car a few weeks ago, so we're better getting used to it, I would say.
New toy.
New toy, aye, so we'll just try and bed in, and hopefully we're thereabouts for Saturday and get into familiar territory.
Listen, enjoy Donegal, Aidan. How many have you done now at this stage?
Oh, I think I'm maybe 6 or 7 maybe, or something like that. Getting there.
Listen, have a good one.
Thank you. Cheers.
There you go, that's Aidan. Sitting alongside Aidan, of course, is Martin Brady. Right up next, the first of the two-wheel drive cars. On the road tomorrow is going to be the Darien of Kevin Gallagher. Kevin's running about possibly 30 engines or something in this rally. So he is better known as Egg. But on the winner's sheet from last year, it's got Kevin Gallagher and Ryan Moore. Come on, you get out because you're a defending champion. Will she hold okay, will she? So, Kevin, what's it like now? We're nearly there to get to the start, and you're going to be the first two-wheel drive car. I asked you about pressure earlier in the week. Is there any nerves or anything now?
No, we're 100%. Look, kind of itching to get going now and get at it. Like so, no, it'll be a good weekend, hopefully.
Can you win this back-to-back?
I think so. If the stages tomorrow mightn't suit us great, but I think if we get out of that reasonably well, we'll be all right for the rest of the weekend.
I would say you're very excited come Saturday. It's down your home patch in Knockgallen. This is where you want to open this Darien up, is it?
Well, I suppose it's local territory and you can go a bit better, so we'll see how we get on.
And obviously, you have a business side to the rally as well. You have 30 or 40 cars, engines to look after this weekend. So how do you do the mix of competing and oversee everything else that's going on?
They'll be not too bad. I think they'll look after themselves reasonably well, and a couple of lads are floating around, so I think we'll be all right.
You get the hands dirty, do you?
If you need to, yeah, you always will. Definitely.
Well, listen, the very best of luck with another Donegal.
Cheers, thanks.
Good man, Kevin. Kevin Gallagher and Ryan Moore, they of course are the defending two-wheel drive champions, but they've got a man behind him in another blue car. Where's James Cullen before we talk to Kevin Eves? James, come on up. We'll get a quick chat with James Cullen. Two-time winner in the 90s, of course, of the Donegal International. More around this way for the camera. We'll stand around this way, James, okay? It's up there, so we have to look that way. Listen, you're watching all these cars. Do you still get excited watching the rally, Dave?
That's just what we're talking about there. Now, the older you get, the worse it gets. No, it'll be lovely. This is fantastic tonight, this atmosphere. Yeah. Bringing the cars out, everybody can see them. Talk to the guys behind the helmets, get their faces, and put a touch. You need to be talking to them guys.
I'm going to talk to Kevin Eves.
I'm
going to talk to Kevin Eves in just a second, but you're part of glory days of the rally as well. So you were, James, and some fantastic memories.
Oh, God, Letterkenny, Donegal Rally, being from Letterkenny, sure, fabulous. Me and the Oil Max, we go back. That's it.
What are you going to do this weekend then?
I did a bit of gravel loads, helping out a wee bit, just sort of, keeping myself out of trouble, I hope.
I thought you were going to tell me you're going to play golf.
No, not yet. I'm not giving up yet.
Good luck. Enjoy the weekend. There you go. James Cullen, the mighty James Cullen, two-time winner. We have to say hello to Reba. Reba, good to see you, dear. Good to see you. Kevin Eves. I'll get down here beside you. You're going to run the other way with the camera, maybe, Eamonn. What do you want to do? Do you want to get out or run? Will she hold the handbrake, will she? Right. Well, you sit in the car. Kevin, you haven't won Donegal yet, which may surprise some people, given that they see you as the form man in the two-wheel drive category. Can you do it this year, can you?
Oh, I don't know. I think Donegal's always that one. I don't know if we put too much pressure on ourselves, even the last 5 years, I'd say, in this car. I've kind of always put a foot wrong or done something, so hey, look, we're going to enjoy it this weekend. The pace up to here was good, so don't see why we can't go hard, and I suppose tomorrow's good for us too, in the sense of it's nearly like a national rally. It's stripped away and it's kind of local to home to us, so we give it a rattle tomorrow and see what happens, kind of a thing. So,
by the way, congratulations to you and your wife. How's the baby?
She's there. The sleep one could be the issue, but all's good. Everybody's happy. Hey, so no, all's well. Thanks.
Did you get the rally suit yet?
She's a week old yet, so we might leave it. We might try and keep it away from her. Could be a good thing.
Well, listen, you get to the end of this one. Have a good rally.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
There you go. That's Kevin Eves and his navigator, Chris Melly. Who do we have next? Right, who's next for? Oh, we've got Mr. Kelly coming to join us. Baby Blue, the man who wants to entertain the Donegal public this weekend. Frank, how you doing? Look at this, Frank. All these young ones are looking for the signatures. You can sign and talk at the same time. Listen, Frank, what can you do in Donegal this weekend?
Do you notice the way they look for the signature before the rally? They know there's not much chance of seeing me later on. Listen, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
You're here to throw the shock about, are you?
Listen, as I've said before, I go out to entertain myself, and whatever else shakes out of that is a bonus. I've been at this game too long not to have fun, so if she's sideways, I'm having fun.
How many Donegals have you under your belt now?
I have no idea. I would say it's probably near a dozen, I would think. And believe it or not, I've finished 11 of them, which is probably why I've been going too slow.
No, but you got a top 3, didn't you, a couple of times in the national?
We've been in top 3, maybe 4 times, but that's when I was young.
But listen, you've experienced. You're an old dog for the old road, so you might whip it up with these young boys, will you?
Hey, you never know. You could grind the bastards down. But the thing is, these days, obviously, there's a very high spec of car. Every car is well maintained, well looked after. You can't rely on guys breaking down. So you have to be sort of near as damn it the whole weekend. So we had a real good rally last year, and if I can do the same this year, I'll be more than happy.
Okay, the best of luck with it.
Cheers, lads.
There you go, Frank Kelly. Of course, he's got the daughter on board. She was in the car. Oh, she's away doing social media. Loughran. Loughran's back in the car. She's the Snapchat done. No, here she goes. There you go, Frank Kelly. Right, and all Donegal crew up. Nearly got the ear blown off me there. We got the postman. We'll start calling him the postman. Daniel Connan, how are you?
Not too bad, actually.
How many Donegals now have you done at this stage?
This will be number 30.
Very good. Are you still excited in number 30 as what you were in number 1?
Yes, there's no difference, just it's the same thing. Ready to go.
Mr. McGee keep you steady, will he?
Well, it's try it anyway.
Have a good one, have a safe one. We'll talk to you at the finish, Daniel.
No bother, Ashley, thank you.
There you go, one of the local crews, Daniel Conahan and Terence McGee. Who's up next? We have, by the way, this man here is from County Kilkenny, is that right? Yeah, County Kilkenny. He is the leader in the championship of the two-wheel drive category. And we talked about being consistent. Mr. Steady Eddie Doherty. You're coming into Donegal as the championship leader. Any sort of pressure there?
Yeah, it's going to be a big learning curve for us. It's our first time here. I kind of got a bit overwhelmed on Tuesday going through all these classic stages. But like we may be the leader at the moment, but there's a lot of drop rounds and stuff that still need to be into account. And Gary's just behind me. So no, looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to see what these stages like are all about.
Well, the best of luck in your first Donegal, Eddie.
Cheers, thanks a million.
There you go, Eddie Doherty. He is the Tarmac Championship two-wheel drive leader. Get on to the weekend. Who do we have up next? Car number 79, Andrew Gillespie. So there you go, there's Andrew Gillespie. We're going to let the guys work their way through now through the start because they have to get to the driver's briefing, which gets underway at 9 o'clock. And we've also got a bit more music to come from John Dolan and the Cuff Boys. Car, watch out for 169, Mr. Rob. Stuart Robb, car number 169. The other Donegal boys, David Gordon, car 159. Here comes Mr. Is this Mr. TikTok, is it? Yeah, David McCannon and his brother. Watch out for them and their TikToks over the weekend of something like 10 million followers. We'll just have a quick word with Gary Kiernan here. So we will, because this man is very capable of winning the two-wheel drive category here in Donegal. He hasn't done it yet, so he hasn't. Is this going to be the year, Gary?
Oh, I don't know. We'll try our best. We got a good win in Killarney and a good win in West Cork, so look at we'll go flat to the mat from the word go and see where that leaves us.
What's the form like over the last couple of weeks coming here?
Relaxed for a change. That's the best job. We'll try and go in a relaxed approach. Calm and see what happens in the morning. Sit in and do our thing.
Will you be flat tomorrow?
That's the plan, anyway.
Enjoy it. Have a good one.
Cheers. Thank you.
There you go. That's Gary Kiernan. Watch out for the escort car number 20. We have Chris O'Callaghan, car number 27. Watch out for the escort as well. Good stuff, guys. Best of luck. Okay, car number 22, Damien Turish. I've got Donald McElhinney on board. Watch out for them guys as well. One of the local crews who will be looking to compete at the front. We've also got David Bogey and John Rowan, who are here in Donegal. And the escort 23. We have to let these guys through because they have to go to the driver's briefing. Daniel McKenna is another of the Mark II men who can take a win in Donegal. And also car number 100 making his way through. Watch out for the possible entertainer of the Rally Award. He's going to throw this escort about, Gary McElhinney. And we've also got the partnership of Boyle and McHugh, car number 108, the Ford Fiesta. So there you go, that's all the cars through. And the entertainment hasn't stopped there, because we've got John Dolan, we've got Hugo, and off the cuff, the boys are going to entertain you. We've got a number of rally songs to be played here live on the Lower Main Street in Letterkenny. Enjoy the Wilton Recycling Donegal International Rally for 2023. If you're riding about in the stages, have a safe one, obey the marshals, stand back in the field and watch this fascinating story develop over the next 3 days. And we're going to have our line dancers too. Enjoy the rest of your rally weekend.